Uganda beaten by Algeria 2 goals to 1 at Nambole, 2026 World Cup qualifiers. I think if you ask me, it's not a surprise because looking at Algeria and with the qualities, the type of players they have, it was written everywhere, at least for them to win this game. Maybe for Uganda, fighting hard and getting something out of it would be something really something to talk about, like surprising everyone, beating Algeria. But Algeria, with the pedigree they have, the experience, what they have achieved, and with the group of players they have, I think it was expected for them to win. Playing away from home, still, they have the advantage of winning the game. Um, Starting with the way the game started, I think Uganda started the game really well in the first half. They played well. Goal coming early in the 10th minute. Travis Mutiaba with that lovely goal, and giving Uganda something hope that maybe they can get something out of the game. Um, Getting chances after chances in the first half. The players knew exactly what they're supposed to do. Thanks to the coach, I think Paul Put did really well. Players knew what they were to do in that first half, getting the goal and keeping Algeria goalkeeper be very busy. I think he made decent saves, one or two in the first half that could have been goals for Uganda, but thanks to the keeper, Algerian keeper, and also I think the experience really played well on the side of Algeria. They have these experienced players. They calm themselves down. The game was not going on their way in the first half, but they still found a way to limit the damages, like to control Uganda Crane players from not getting that goal that would probably make the game far out of reach for Algeria. So I think the experience also played a part. They were not good in the first half, but they used their experience to at least making them hope in the second, hope for something to hope for in the second half, that something can happen. We can get something out of this. And first half ending 1 goal to 0 in favor of Uganda. Uganda winning the first half and coming into the second half. I think Uganda just lost it. They lost the concentration at the start of the second half. And that is where it really did hurt Uganda Crane. Because, you know, there are teams that always start the game fast. And if you're not concentrated, you're not concentrating the game, then can easily hurt you. The teams that do that start the game fast, and if you fail to control it, then they hurt you. And that's what that is what Algeria did, starting the second half really quick with speed, fast, and caught Uganda off guard. They didn't expect probably Algeria, and that's why I don't want to use that as excuse that they did not expect Algeria to start really quick and fast like that. I think the players lacked concentration. They just slept off in just a seconds, and bang, it was a goal for Algeria. Uh, Thanks to Algeria, the mentality they came back with in the second half, it really paid dividend. Because after that equalizer they got in the 46th minute, they never looked back. Uganda looked like Uganda was started panicking because they knew Algeria with the players they have, they have the advantage now to get something to win the game. And so there was that instability. It was the defense was unstable. They started panicking, even leading to Powell put to bring on, to make a substitution in that defense, bring on Timothy Awan to bring the calmness, the experience in that back line. And it helped because Uganda was not now managing the threats, the attacking force of Algeria. Um, in that second half, it is where you look at Algeria using the experience and the quality of the players they have to get something. And look at this Uganda. This is the young players. Uh, some of them, yeah, I don't want to say it's the first time playing the big stage like this one, but with this, you compare pound per pound, Algerian players and Ugandan players, and be like, no, experience. At least there will come a point where experience will play its part. Experience will play its role, and it did happen. Uganda didn't have that the experience to handle to manage it. Now, was Uganda supposed to have the penalty to get the pen to be awarded the penalty? Good ball taken by Mato Rogers, left wing, dribbling, dashing inside the box, and he was stripped off. Was it a penalty? I think the angle we saw, because where I watched the game, the angle we saw as a replay from the replay, you would see as if it was a foul. Mato Rogers was fouled, and at that angle we look because you're looking at facing Mato Rogers facing going that way, and is trying to overtake the defender, and the defender couldn't catch him, and he had to slide. It was as if he he, 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 he had a touch on Mato's feet. So when you look at it like that, then you're like, maybe this is a penalty. But the way the referee had positioned himself, I think it was where he could easily see what was going on, whether it was a bad tackle on Mato Rogers or not. I think the referee was in the right position, right angle to see exactly what happened. And I don't want to say it was a penalty, it was not a penalty, but I believe in the referee that what referee saw, because he was in the right position to see what exactly happened. And I think I go with the referee not giving the penalty, and that decision could have changed the face of the game. Probably Uganda cementing or consolidating Uganda's hope of winning the game, but also at the same time giving you that was if penalty was awarded, but not awarding the penalty also give energy and still believe to Algerians that we can get something out of this. The referee officiation, there were some calls that I think probably maybe the referee wasn't decided on what he's supposed to do. At one point, Liner calling him saying, "You go and book Travis." That was the second half, because Algeria had launched the attack, the counter attack. It was blocked, and on the right hand side, on the right hand side of Uganda's right back, Travis fouled, and referee even saying free kick to Algeria, setting his things, doing his things. But again, Liner called him, say, go and book Mato Rogers. So at some point, there was this feeling that the referee was not in the game, was not controlling the game, was not in the control of the game. There were moments that you could see that referee, what is happening with the referee. So, but on the whole, I think it was games where in both halves, Uganda really did well in the first half, and then Algeria came back in the second half and dominated the second half. And experienced, yes, played its role, and the quality of players. If you look at Algeria, vast experience, but you just name the players and the qualities they have. I think on paper, yeah, it was Algeria. It was to be Algeria winning it, and indeed they did it. And I know it's hard to take in for Uganda, for Ugandan cranes and Ugandans as well. But for me, I'm not looking at Uganda qualifying for the World Cup, 2026 World Cup. I'm looking at this stage to be a platform to progress our players, to develop our players, to prepare them for 2027 AFCON, because 2027 AFCON will be here at our own backyard. And I think come 2027, we should not be there to add numbers. We are hosting. We should be there to compete to win the tournament, not just going in there to add numbers, or like we don't we want to get out the group, get out of go past the group stage, maybe past last 16, or this time we want to reach quarterfinal. No, we want to challenge, and with this group of players, these young players that are now together, and with the way Paul put, if you look at the few the little time that Paul put had been with these players, the time he has been with these players, and you look at what he is doing with the team, and you feel like something, if you give him like this 1 or 2 years before Africa of Nations will have a formidable team that can challenge for the championship, for the title, come 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. So I see a lot of improvement in their team with the way we play, we use the ball, positioning, and whatever is being done. I think Uganda, Paul Put is doing a great job with the national team. So and I don't want to put my mind focus in the World Cup if we miss out on qualifying, because the team that tops the group qualifies to the World Cup. But even if we fail to make it, to the World Cup. The thing is, should be to prepare our players right now, getting these players ready for 2027. The focus is 2027, and with the way we are going right now, I think Uganda is on the right track with the way progressing these players and developing them, and no pressure. To me, I think we should not be on pressure. We should not put the coach and the technical staff on pressure, the players on pressure. If they can qualify to Africa, to the World Cup, it's okay. But still, we should not lose direction, like track, like where we want to go, what we want, and what we're preparing for. Because we prepare these players for 2027, and it's a good start. It's like a foundation, and from then on, we can now start going for, let's say, 2020. Is it 2030? Yes, 2030 World Cup. We can now go there, because right now we now laying this foundation. I think since Sebastian Desabre trying to develop these players, bring up, coming up with the playing style, the identity. Since Desabre, now I'm seeing Paul Put trying to do the same thing, coming with the Uganda's identity, Uganda Crane's identity in playing football, how we play football. So I think this is we in the right track. So to me, no panic, no panic. We are on the right track. We qualify or don't qualify. I want to see the progress of these players as we prepare for AFCON 2027, because come that year, come 2027, we shall not be there only to add on the numbers. We should be there to compete, because we have the players, we have the qualities. Give the likes of Travis Mutiaba, give these players time till 2027. They will have developed, progressed well, and matured, ready for that. So that's what I think. What do you think? Have you say in the comment section down below. Remember to subscribe if you're first time to be on this channel. If you love the content, please give a thumbs up. And thank you so much. My name is James Oral. Till next time, bye-bye.